I was deemed to be an incomplete paraplegic, and technically still an incomplete paraplegic. I do have function of everything but my ankles, which is nice because I don't have to use a wheelchair. I can still walk. Nigel came up to see me at the hospital about a week, a little over a week, maybe a week and a half after my accident, once I was moved out of intensive care and over to Parkwood. And Nigel had actually come up to see me even before I'd signed on with him. He'd come up to basically let me do the interview with him. It was nice that he came up. Nigel spent an hour and a half with us up in the hospital that day. You know, all of his own time. It was in the evening, so it was taken away from his family as well. And, you know, we really did appreciate that because for us in our circumstance, we really didn't know where to go. You know, we had names to turn to, but that was really it. And Nigel came up and really explained to us his background and how involved he is with all the different things that makes all this really work. And we realized he was definitely the guy for us. Nigel's definitely not the typical, you know, lawyer you think of, or the ones you see on TV where they're dressed down in their, you know, $4,000 suits and whatnot. When I met him, he was in shorts, and I think it was a golf shirt. Yeah, when you sign up with Nigel, you get his entire team. And what I liked is no matter what the problem was, whether it was an issue or a question, they were always ready to solve it for you. You know, they'd answer your questions, they'd resolve an issue, they would do it quickly, they'd do it right away. I had tons of questions. You know, it was the first time I had to deal with, you know, insurance companies other than paying them monthly. And there was a lot of things that we didn't know what to do. Quick phone call to Nigel. One of his assistants would be able to take the phone call if he wasn't there, because he's quite busy. And because of the fact that they're all trained by Nigel, you know, they're trained very well, they know how to answer the questions, they know what's going on. And throughout the entire process, we were always comfortable with what was happening. You know, we were always comfortable with the result, with the answers we were getting as well. If I hadn't met Nigel, it would be a scary thing. I don't know where we would be today. Dealing with Nigel, dealing with the people he's hooked us up with and introduced us to, and the different therapists I've had to deal with, and the things they've been able to say about Nigel, I've really realized he was the right choice for me. If we hadn't met Nigel, I have no idea where I would be. So it's a scary thought to think about what it'd be like without Nigel, definitely.